Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, guys, my name is Anekan and I make lifestyle content, medical vlogs and all of those good stuff. And I started a Waec series on my channel, and for some reason guys, my Waec series have been blowing up. A lot of you have been asking so many questions. You have asked me how to make a timetable countless number of times, which I did. If you have not checked out that video, I advise you to go and check that out. In case you see me sweating, just know that this is Nigeria and electricity doesn't take you seriously over here. But anyway guys, whenever I'm sitting on this chair, I'm here to share some tips, some tricks, some amazing advice that is really going to help you in conquering this exam called Waec. I'm all about providing the tea, the juice. If you see any sweat on my face, just forget it. We are here for the information, right? Yeah, you're going to get that information. So guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about things you should do before Waec, or things you should just do in order as to ensure that you pass this Waec effortlessly and seamlessly. So I'm all about the comfort, and I'm here to share with you guys this information. So let's get right into the tips and the things you should do. So the first thing, I have it written all here in my jotter. Whenever I'm with my jotter, I'm here for serious business. But guys, don't be greedy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and do all those good stuff. Leave a comment down below. Don't be greedy. And even as you're clicking that subscribe button, please click the notification bell. That is all I want from you, so you don't miss any of my videos. Anytime I'm releasing these Waec type videos, I'm going to be doing a whole series on it. So keep watch. So guys, for the first thing I'll advise you to do is get materials. Like, you are preparing for an exam, and there is no better way for you to ensure success in an exam if you don't have the right materials. You need to get the right, when I say materials, I refer to textbooks, past question booklets, everything that is going to aid your reading. If you can even get the Y calculator from maybe somebody who else that have written before, just to practice for math, it's not even necessary. That is not necessary at all. But you should understand that the Y calculator don't have some certain functions that a normal calculator might have, but it doesn't put you at any disadvantage. You have what the Y calculator has, what is necessary for the exam. So guys, what I'm just trying to say is just get your materials in place, get all your pencils, get all your pens, get a whole math set if that helps you. Waec is going to provide you a math set, so except if it has changed from when I was writing. When I was writing, they gave me this calculator set, this calculator that comes with a math set in it, so you don't need to even buy yourself a math set. Like, just get yourself in order, get all the materials you need in order for you to start preparing for Waec, and in order for you to ensure that this whole Waec process won't stress you. So like, get everything you need. So the next thing you're going to be doing is complete the syllabus. You need to complete the syllabus, complete the Waec syllabus. In as much as this sounds impossible, it is very much possible. That is the only way you can ensure that the exam is not going to shock you. Yes. So what I did was, and what you could also do is, you could go on Google and search for the Waec syllabus for the 2020 whatever year you are in, and ensure you download the latest version, because Waec syllabus always change. Not that it totally changes, but they tend to add new topics and remove old topics, or um, like, you understand what I mean. It undergoes series of changes, so you have to make sure you're up to date with the current syllabus, and maybe just download the PDF format. You don't need to print it out because it's just an exam. You just download the PDF, but if you want to print it out, you can print it out if you want, but just have it on your phone. That is what you're going to be using to study. From there, you know the topics that you're weak at and the ones that you're strong in, so that you know how to plan your timetable efficiently. This leads me to the third point, which is planning your timetable. Oh my god guys, if you have not watched my previous video on how to plan your timetable, god, you're missing a lot, because in that video I spilled a lot of tea on planning Waec timetables, the right method to use, how to rank your courses, like all those sweet juice. So if you have not watched that video, I'll advise you to go hurry up and watch that video. That is after watching. Don't click out. Oh, don't click out. Don't do that. Watch this video completely before you go back and watch that one to fully understand. But don't click out. Stay with me. The tips just began. So you need to get yourself a study timetable. Like I said, I've talked about this in my previous video, but a study timetable is a timetable which would help you study within the space of time. Yes. So if it's only 1 month you have, you're going to make a timetable that covers 1 month, and it will enable you cover as much topics as possible. And you should not forget to include past questions on your timetable, because past questions are very, very important when it comes to active recall. If you want me to make a video where I talk about the right study methods for Waec, leave the comment down below in the comment section. Tell me I should make that video. I'm certainly going to make it for you. But if you don't want that, it is very, very cool. But please make sure you draft yourself a timetable, like list out the subjects you want to do in the order of how difficult it is for you, and start with the most difficult subject, covering as much topics as you can till the less difficult ones that would not pose a lot of problems to you. Like for example, now I know that I might not be so good in physics, then I'm going to be putting physics first. Or I'm not so good in English language, I'm putting English first, and I'm starting with that. And you have to set a time frame for yourself, and I advise that the time frame does not encroach into your exam. It should be like a week interval before your exam, or even 2 weeks, but it shouldn't encroach into your exam, so that that week you can use it for active recall and for practice and practice and practice. So ranking it and knowing the ones you're difficult at would help you a lot, not to waste time on simpler topics that you can just breeze through. Got it? Okay. So guys, for the next thing I would want you to do is complete as many past questions as possible. This cannot be overemphasized. It is a key point in active recall. It is a key point in knowing what my being able to predict what might come out. I had to, change that, because sometimes why can be funny and they might repeat questions. They sometimes repeat questions because they have like a question bank. So if you have that bank of question and you study everything, there's probability that something might be repeated. They might just change in the numbers, or if that was just copy and paste it. So if you had gone through the question bank and have prior knowledge of everything, I'm telling you, the questions are not going to shock you, and it's going to be very, very easy for you to be able to finish answering that. Like even when you see that, it's just going to be like a walkthrough. Even now in uni, sometimes they repeat a lot of questions in our exams, but since we have gone through the question bank, like nothing can shock us anymore, except sometimes they might bring some foreign questions. But if you have actively read your textbooks, you are certainly not going to find it difficult for you. So I think that is what you should do. Finish as much past questions as you can. Schedule days for past questions. Don't just dump your past questions. Sometimes there are some people that will only read past questions and they will do very well, because they know the technique of active recall. They know how to like navigate through past questions. But I would advise you to also read your textbook along, because you're going to be writing essays, and your essay should not be, if they ask you to define, you don't give us scanty definition like that. Yes, that is why textbooks are very, very important. So now we proceed, we move. I hope you got that. I hope you're jotting down. Points. So guys, for the next thing I'll advise you to do is have goals. In as much as this sounds like, duh, why won't I have goals? You should have goals, and I'm sure you do. That is why you're watching this video, because if you didn't have any goal, I'm sure you wouldn't have even come on YouTube to search for this information. But I would advise you guys to set yourself, write down the goals on a sheet of paper. You can write it on your phone, write it on a sheet of paper, like actually write it down, because there's this, I don't know, self-reward that comes with you taking off your goals. Like write what you want to have for each subject. Don't deceive yourself. Like I want you to be true, stay true to yourself. Like in the words of Socrates, man, know thyself. You know thyself, you know yourself. I'm talking to you. You know yourself, you know your limits, you know your capability, you know how much you can stretch. So you should use that to set goals for yourself. I know that I can stretch myself so high that I can get an A. So that should be what I'm going to write in my goal sheet. And if I know that there's just this course that no matter what, I don't just like it, my brain just doesn't like it, I'm still going to stretch myself, but I know that I might not get an A, but in order for me to show that at least I try, I will put a B. At least I should get a B. Like, you should stay true to yourself. Not that getting an A in that course is impossible, but you should know that if worst comes to worst, what you can have there is a B. Period. So guys, just be very intentional with your goals. Set goals for yourself and don't set things that are like very easy. Don't set, you know that you can get a C whether you read or not, you can get a D whether that should not even, I don't want you to set any goals below a B, even B self. Don't set any goals below a B. Always aim for A, so that if worst comes to worst, you land on a B. If you want me to put out my Waec results on here, leave it in the comment section. I like, at this point in my life, I don't even mind sharing with you my Waec results, because I can't be giving you this much of ideas about Waec, and I didn't tell you guys what I had in my own Waec. So if you want to know what I had in Waec, leave the comment down below and get this, like, click the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and stick with me. Just leave a comment below after turning on post notification and subscribing, and I will consider making a video on that. So guys, for the next thing you want to do, this is one of the things that I hate the most, I dread the most, and that is making summaries. But I'm telling you, summaries really help a lot. When it comes to making summaries, I also put slash highlighting or underlining whenever I get a new material. This method is what I use in uni, and it has proven to work a lot of times, and I advise you to do it because there is no time. Like, when I noticed that there wasn't space of time, I took my new materials. Anytime I get a new material, I try to read through and underline as much as I can. Not as much, just the important details. I underline it. Another way you can do this is make summaries of each paragraph, like tend to summarize your notes, because during the course of exam there will not be time for you to read a whole 167 pages of PDF. No, we can't be doing that. Instead, I'll be able to read maybe 20 pages of the summary of that PDF. You see, everything is being summarized. So you make summaries for each topic, each subject, each course, whatever. Just make summaries for each of them, so that when you're going through it, it will be much easier during the exam time. You don't have to really read your notes anymore. You just need to read your summaries and make even summaries of the summaries you've made. So yeah, this is one point that I don't like, but what I do is I underline, and what I do during the exam season is only to read only the underlying points, but sometimes I might want to do too much and read everything. But when I notice that time is not there anymore, I start only reading the underlying points. Next one, which is like an obvious tip, I did not even think this should make a list, and that is make or print your actual Waec timetable. You have to print it out or have it as PDF, so that you don't miss any of your exam. Like, this is one of the preparation part, or getting materials part. You have to actually have the timetable, so that you're not all over the place. You don't miss your time, your exam, because it is very easy for you to miss Waec exam. But I think the most easiest to miss is NECO, because NECO can be messy. It could move this to this and move that to that. But anyway, if you want me to talk about that, I'm certainly going to talk about that in another video. If you want me, leave it down in the comment section down below. So guys, I think those are some of the tips I have for you, like quick, easy, implementable. You can simply just sit now and carry out some of these tips and implement them, and I promise you, if you implement these tips together with those ones I've listed in my previous video, you are certainly on your way to an A. Trust me. So guys, that will be the end of today's video. If you want me to talk about my Waec experience, because as you all know that I wrote my Waec in SS2, if you want me to talk about that, leave it down below in the comment section. I'm still going to talk about that. It's just based on demand. Whatever you guys demand is what I'm doing. And yeah, until next time guys, stay blessed. Bye.